Welcome, YouTube and Twitchers.
Hey, YouTubers. Hello, Twitchers. Oh.
Listen to him.
How it's supposed to be. I'm gonna be a free man. I'm gonna find to the end. I'm gonna find the answers here. Oh, yeah. Hey, this is Zip Fizz, man. It's vitamin B12, a little bit of energy for you, I guess. It just makes you feel good.
Shout out to the Zip Fizz. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, on ZipFish, you should give me money now because I just promoted you. Hey, Cliff Builder's Protein Bar. For that protein you need post-workout. Builder's Protein Bar.
Chicago Cubs.
That would be a better one.
Insiders Miller High Life, we'll take them as well.
There you go, because it's Miller time.
Pure Life Water, for those
Pure
of you
Life
non-drinkers. Yes.
Ragnar Relay Series. I got this cup because I ran a Ragnar race.
Hey, the Chicago Bears are looking for a new home.
They are. I heard that. That's crazy.
I got that hat here, too, which I normally wear.
AirTags by Apple.
I need those.
I got some today for our trip.
You know what's hilarious? Every day I leave, and I can almost pinpoint the exact moment in time where my car is going to tell me that my MacBook, which I'm looking at right now, has been left behind, the poor thing.
See, that shit happens to me too. Cash cards. These are flashcards for closers. What is that you say? Let me show you.
Yes, I was just going to ask.
So, are you ready to close more deals and earn more money? Oh, they're too small for me to read. They're little cash cards. They're little objective handlers. My buddy Nick gave them to me. It's kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
This is my training weapon.
This is only a test.
It's rubber. The proper way to hold a weapon, too, boys and girls, is you line up your thumbs there.
That's not how they do it in the movies.
I know. How they do it in the movies is wrong. Okay? It's wrong. I learned this from executive protectors. I learned this shit from Secret Service people.
Well, then I would say that's a proper way to hold a gun.
It's the proper way to hold a gun. Hey, here's another little shout out for you. This is a local one. AZ Auto. Okay? They work on my truck. Good guy, John Ronchetto. I sold him his house. Unlike William Richard Carter III, I didn't sell him his house. That's it. That's it for promos. That's it for promos. I have no other promos. Except for, hey, this portion of the show is brought to you by Riverside FM, the one and only choice for your podcasting platforms. At least Mike and I think so. Because we use them. And, you know, again, like Mike said earlier, we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and chrisandmikeshow.com. chrisandmikeshow.com.
Okay, I'm glad you did that. I'm going to interrupt you for just a second.
Sweet.
I swear that because you have done that Irish accent since the very beginning, and he does, if you haven't gone back to the beginning and watched the episode with Dave from Ireland, please do.
Dave from Ireland.
We have an ever-growing Irish contingent.
Do we really?
Yes.
Right on.
Because on our website, it shows us how many unique visitors we have from each country.
Okay.
And shout out to Ireland. You guys continue to kick ass and grow. So thank you for joining along for the ride.
Yeah. It's
awesome.
It's the home of the motherland. It's the great potato famine. We survived.
Chris is a big fan of your country.
We survived. Well, I'm Irish. I'm part Irish. So,
I know that.
You know, Nikki's working on becoming Italian citizen because she decided a couple of days ago that we're going to in 10 years when she's done teaching, we're moving to Italy to retire. And
there's worse places to be.
Because I can do everything I need to with the Google machine.
Yes.
And I can just refer business and realtors and shit. And it's cheap. It's like $2,500 a month. I think she said we could live in Italy. I was like, wow. She's been researching all these places.
A guy that used to do some graphic arts work for us for the band back in the day was from South Africa. Lived all over the world. His wife was from England, so he lived there for a while.
Okay.
Obviously lived in the United States, Arizona, New York City. He retired to Puerto Penasco, which is just across the border from Yuma.
Okay.
Basically on the east side of Baja, right?
Okay.
Looking out at the Pacific Ocean every day. He basically said, if you can scrape up $100,000, you can live like a king here.
Oh, I think you told me that before.
Yeah, just that idea has been rattling around in my head for quite some time now.
The problem with that is it's too hot for Nikki.
I don't think that'll bother me when I'm old, but I'm different.
No, yeah. She won't be down for that. And I don't plan to be that old. I don't want to be old and decrepit old, you know. I don't want to be the diaper guy.
You're not going to have that problem.
Hopefully not. A little senility never hurt. But we would watch it. We've been watching this thing. We watched this Wayward Widow's Bay. Did you watch that? Widow's Bay on Apple. Right?
I'm so glad you just brought that up.
Okay.
That is the sleeper show of the summer. If you have not watched Widow's Bay, ladies and gentlemen, do it.
Yeah. There's another one with that actor, Michael Riles. It's called The Beast in Me. Oh.
Okay, I'll check that out as well.
Another one. The Beast
Do you know what sucked me into Widow's Bay?
No, I don't.
Shout out to Stephen Root. I will watch anything that Stephen Root puts his stamp on. So please, Stephen Root, come on to Chris and Mike show and tell us why you're so awesome. Because everything that guy has ever been in, starting with Office Space, which is where I got introduced to Stephen Root, he nails everything he picks.
I introduced him to him in News Radio. Then I realized he was in Office Space afterwards.
I found him in News Radio later.
He was in Barry.
Yeah,
the Bill Hader show. Yeah, Barry. Yep. Barry is a great show. We finished watching. We watched all the Dexters now. We watched the entire Dexter series originally, right? And then we watched Desert New Blood. Dexter New Blood.
I saw that one.
Dexter Resurrection.
I started that one. I don't think I ever finished it.
Finish it.
Okay.
It's good. Peter Dinklage is in that one.
Yeah, he's another great actor. I love him.
Yeah. He's such a little guy.
Yeah, but he plays bigger than himself.
He commands a presence. So there's a part in the show. I'm not going to give it away, but they show his feet. Fuck, our dude's got some massive feet, man, for being a little dude.
Really?
Yeah, he's got this massive head for being, and this little body and these massive. I'm like, kid you not, he's got to be wearing like a size 10 foot shoe. Easy. It's a big foot. He's
one of those little people that you don't really look at as a little person, though. The same reason you just brought up. He commands you to pay attention to him simply because he's such a great actor and a unique personality.
Call me Elf one more time. People don't realize that sometimes what he's been in. Like he was Elf, and he was the writer, the children's novelist in Elf.
He must be a South Pole elf.
Oh no, I was just had a Will Ferrell moment, but this show when we had that moment where we had that one guy on that was the photographer, the cinematographer for Talladega Nights.
Yes.
And how the script was fucking stupid and not funny, and everything was improv and ad-libbed.
Who would have thought? Which
I know, right?
The whole reason that movie is probably so hilarious.
Yeah, because that's one of those movies you can watch over and over again. You know.
Oh, I've probably seen it 50 times at least.
Right. The dinner table. My son's Walker Texas Ranger.
They start talking about we can use the grown-up version of Jesus, you know. Yeah, but I prefer the little baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus, with the golden pound,
4 ounce baby Jesus,
golden diapers.
Chip, I'm coming at you like a spider monkey.
How much you want for that? How much you want for that weed, old man?
See,
I think it'd be funny if they allowed the kids in the movie to just improv, and you know what I mean, or if it was the adults kind of.
I'd be curious to know how much of that at that dinner table scene was improv versus script for sure.
I think it was all improv because according to our guest, I forget who that was because we have so many guests. Sorry.
Yes, I don't remember. I would say,
but I was that Dominic. That was Dominic Natty, wasn't it? That's how he got started, right?
It was. Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, Dominic. He's 100% correct.
Sorry, my bad, man.
Shout out, brother.
Yeah. He walked in and got that gig just because he walked into the office and applied for it.
Way to go, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah. I really don't, like he said, the whole script was terrible. So to me, the whole thing had to be improv and ad-libbed, and that would include the dinner table because that was funny. You know, so now some of the stuff they do doesn't work when they ad-lib it. Like I think they probably did the same thing with that Sherlock Holmes one that was just fucking stupid.
That was terrible.
It was like we walked out. Eric and I, we've walked out of 2 movies our entire lifetime. That and Sausage Fest or Sausage Party. It was just like
Two different things, ladies and gentlemen.
like a ton.
If you type those in the Google machine, you're going to get quite a range.
Sasha's party. Sorry. Sasha's party. Yeah. I would just, So, there you go. That's all I got. What do you got?
We got lots of stuff. So
I know we do.
I'm going to let you toot your own horn because I don't know what happened from May 30th. And Joseph and I talked about it a little bit, but you weren't here. The YouTube community kicks ass.
Yeah.
So we're going to give another shout out to the YouTube community because Chris has done an amazing job of being consistent for, I don't know how many weeks on end, over 100 now.
We're posting. I have posting scheduled till August right now. August.
And you've been doing this consistently since 2024?
Something like that. When I
March of 2024, April?
Something like that. Yeah,
okay,
we had some weird epiphany.
May 29th, we had 1,129 subscribers.
Okay.
And approximately, I don't know, 300 and some thousand views, right?
Okay.
400,000. Okay. I don't even think it was 400,000.
I don't remember.
Since May 29th, we've consistently just added people over and over and over again. We fell into some kind of algorithm where people were sharing us because the views, as Chris likes to say, coincided with the number of subscribers that we're adding. That's a point I would really like to make is we always say we've grown this organically. The number of views on the shorts and the actual shows themselves probably went up 100 times.
Wow. That's cool. To me, I think it coincides with who we've had on the show.
That helps a lot. I mean, shout out to everybody who's come on here and, praised us for having a good time. And whether you hear it or not, I'm not sure how much of the ending is recorded every time, but sometimes we talk about it at the end. Sometimes we talk about it privately with the guest, but more often than not, the guest will get off and say, I felt so comfortable, or I really enjoyed that conversation, or that's not what I expected, or it's always what we would hope they feel comfortable in, right?
Yeah, agreed.
I think that portrays to the people who are listening from the few regular listeners that I have personal contact with.
Right, so here's the page.
Hey, look, we're live right now. I'm going to go watch.
I know we are live. We are. Welcome to our live show.
I love that show.
Okay, so click the more. This is where... Right? This is where you see the things?
That's how I keep track of the views. Yeah.
So 6,390 subscribers, I think that means.
Correct.
And 1,622 videos. Now, that's just videos that have been posted. Again,
that's how many you've uploaded as of right now. Yes.
Right. But we're scheduled out to August because that's how I do it. And that's 663,000 views, which is pretty cool.
For two guys that nobody really had heard of 2 years ago.
Right. So when you go to our YouTube channel, you can click videos. You can click the latest. You can click popular.
I use this channel as well. That's why I'm so happy.
Look at that.
What's that say?
That's 257,000 views.
Oh, I never saw that one, or I would have surely shared it.
No, that's the one to be the guest. That's the goofy one.
I know, but that one had like 8,000 the last time I looked.
I want to be in a show like we said earlier, just be a human, breathing, living. It'd be cool to have a zombie on if that's possible. I don't know how we'd communicate with a zombie.
I don't think a zombie would be a very good podcast other than the fact that we could say we had a zombie. I don't think we're going to get a lot of interaction.
Yeah. I don't know either.
We could do a short with a zombie.
We could do a short with a zombie. Absolutely.
Does Dave from Ireland know any zombies?
I don't know. Maybe vampires. If you're a vampire or a werewolf, that would be cool. Come on.
Sweet.
Just everybody wants to come on the show. Just let us know. We'll talk to you. And,
it's not hard to figure out why we were in a band together. We're into the same shit. Zombies, werewolves, serial killers.
And all the things that make you warm and fuzzy at night.
Country line dancing.
Exactly.
Just to prove we're in this.
Exactly. YouTube channel too. Don't forget to subscribe, especially those watching, because you'll get all the alerts when we drop things. So, boys and girls, until next time, if you're having a bad day, don't not let the bad day win. Somebody loves you. Yeah. So that
I had no idea that one had surpassed 250,000 views.
I didn't either till just now. Why do I get back to the show? I don't want to get massive. That chicken massive there. Yeah. So shorts. So tons and tons of shorts. And again, you do get alerted if you subscribe. So you'll know every day when something drops. And we drop stuff at 6 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. And then the day that we have shows, there's a 10 a.m. drop. And these are not in order for the show. As you can see, they're different. And I do that on purpose. I try to be random with them. So like, this is Jesus. Is he white or not? And then you have Dawn, Ice-T's cop killer controversy, right? Then you have a man cuts off his penis while driving. We discussed Lost, shocking ending, and then Jason Kelsey, and how he's only there because of Travis. And then
think about the diversity,
right? That's why I'm doing this. I mean, look at it. Look at that. Just jam, no drama.
Is Jesus white or not?
Right.
Two down from it. Did a man cut off his penis while driving?
Right.
Hey, we're just curious.
Yeah, and then you have alien abduction with Nate Palmer.
Somebody on the Jesus is white reel would like you to know that it really does not matter if you truly believe in Jesus, and I agree with them.
Yeah.
If you truly believe.
Yeah. So then you have Tyson Gilbert's radio-driven crime and like finding balance and intensity. I mean, it's truly a nice dynamic of all these different people and all these different conversations. The shorts and that's why I like the shorts and I like to post them, because it's always different. It's always something new. You're not going to see the same guest every day for 10 days. You're going to see different people dropping at different times. And that's the cool thing about it.
And just like the show itself, I feel like I have gotten way better at not knowing what people want, but trying to deliver at least a concise content.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's our live shows.
Look at those.
I didn't know.
Look at those numbers.
Yeah,
just
I didn't
scroll
realize,
down a little bit to when the peak kind of happened.
Yeah, I didn't realize that these stayed on the page.
Yeah, so
because live is hard sometimes because people are working shit. Like 118 people were on his show, which is cool. And then there's some shows.
So here's what I want to ask you. Go back to like where those numbers are bigger.
Okay.
I actually had this thought the other day, and maybe people can chime in because now that community is growing. And once again, thanks YouTube community, you guys kick ass.
Yeah.
Should we take that live show down after the show is over because we really would like to drive it to the edited professional version of the show?
I think so. I didn't think of that.
It's just a thought I had. I'm fine with leaving them there. I don't care. It doesn't bother me either way. I just, if people are watching the show live, bless you. The last time that Joseph and I were on by ourselves, I think it was just fortuitous, but a bunch of people chimed in the chat and we had a nice conversation. But I don't know if we lose that conversation if we delete the live show. I don't know. We'll have to.
Well, here's something I just caught. Like season 1. Season 2, season 3. I don't have a thumbnail for season 4. What the hell is wrong with me?
And how did I never notice that? I'm usually good with quality control, ladies and gentlemen. I take pride in that myself.
That's disappointing. I need to fix that.
And with that said, this is a 2-person operation for those of you who are listening out there. There's not a machine behind this. If there's a machine that could add value and let us do exactly what we want to do, we'll talk.
Now, this is one of my cool things that I like. So you can see, these are the playlists. So season 1 has 53 episodes. Season 2, 55. Where's season 3 at? 1, 2. Oh, season 3, 67 episodes. Season 4 has 36 right now. But see, then we have the shorts. There's 1,146 shorts. There's 276 inside the podcast. Now, if you don't understand what inside the podcast is, that is a...
Isn't it inside the segment, my friend?
Yeah, inside the segment. Yeah, it's basically anything from This is Travis, Lee Eller, Ugly Outlaw Hats. And so this is a little snippet of the show. So it's 2 minutes, 42 seconds long. So if you're curious who Travis Eller is, you can jump on those and you can watch the 2.5 minute clip. And if that intrigues you, then you can click on the actual entire show and go down the rabbit hole. Right.
And here's something I'll say about the inside the segment. I was not a naysayer in the beginning, but I was curious as to how well those would do.
Yeah.
Some of those have hundreds of views, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're starting to do exactly what you just described. They're an advertisement for what you're going to see. It's a little bit longer than a 30-second or a 50-second clip.
Sure. But it's nothing that's super crazy. It's a quick enough, because I mean, let's face it, we all have life and lives, and it's hard sometimes to sit down and say, oh, I'm going to watch an hour of Chris and Mike. I mean, we're not naive to that. But it's nice that then you can just, if you subscribe, as these things populate, you're going to get notified. Then you can take a look at them, you can watch them, and that's just the cool thing about that. So, don't be sure. Oh, look at that. Way back in the beginning, episode number 1, the inaugural podcast.
Let's see how bad this is. Turn up the volume a little bit.
But here,
did I say that out loud?
Who are you?
I'm Mike Michael. That's pretty bad.
This is the Chris and Mike show till we come up with something better.
And we may never come up with anything better.
Well, you never know.
Here we are.
What's crazy, dude? You sound like yourself.
What?
You sound like yourself on the show. You sound the same. You haven't changed your sound at all. Your voice sounds the same.
Oh, I hope my delivery's better.
Let me get off that. That's cool though, man. I dig that.
Yeah. So with that said, if you suffered through the first couple episodes on my behalf, keep going. It gets better.
Yeah, it does get better. Everything gets better. Even I wasn't on my game the first episode, because nobody is. It's another episode. You just,
Well, you know what I equate it to? I wish we had a cassette. I'm dating myself, but that's all we probably could have had at the time. I really wish we had a version of our very first practice.
I do too.
Because I remember the last show. I never forgot that. And I knew where we were as far as our skill level was. But I think our very first practice would have mirrored that podcast.
Yeah, probably.
Rogan's was pretty rough in the beginning, too. It was a lot of, hey, how you doing, Brian Redband? Well, here we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think a lot of it, though, is just you're feeling stuff out. You're learning, you're learning what you're doing. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that, especially with a band, right? You can't look at a band's first practice and think, oh, this is the growth, because the growth is going to be there regardless. You just can't look at that and compare the first jam to the last jam, because you don't know each other. You don't, we're just beginning. We're just learning. We're just, now if you took it to our, what are you doing, stupid thing?
But I think we knew, just like I was going to equate it to, believe it or not, Led Zeppelin at one time only knew one song together. The first time they ever jammed in that practice space, they played Train Kept a Rollin' for, I think Jimmy Page said, 2 or 3 hours straight. Just
right.
But they knew that chemistry was there. I think we knew the chemistry was there. I'm just impressed at, now that we've done 200 and some episodes of the show and we talk about the band a lot, it took my brain from Free Man to Intervention Divine, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
That was my songwriting adventure.
Yeah, for sure. Did you just make music? Did you just play something?
That was my phone. I didn't put it on silent.
Okay.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Let me text her and
for
tell her I'm doing a show.
Okay, stop, stupid thing. Okay, continue. I was trying to get onto our YouTube channel while we were on the show, and it wasn't giving me an option to get onto it. I'm like, why is it doing that? It was weird. Like, there's been weird little funky things with the internet the last couple of days.
Well,
like this morning it was super, super slow.
And then Riverside has been doing a bunch of updates, so I think they're working out bugs as well. They still haven't provided us with the layout that we like to look at when we're
oh my God,
streaming live.
Really?
I just think these things take time, man. I gave them a shout out at the end of the last show, and one of the things I said is, they keep improving their product all the time. So, people out there that are worried about whether it's worth the money or not, it's totally worth the money because their customer service is outstanding. I've seen very few negative reviews, and Chris and I have been with them for almost 3 years now, and all they've ever done is improve their product.
Yep. That's true. Yeah, I love Riverside, actually. It's legit. Yeah, it's so weird how this is being bizarre, man.
Are you trying to share your screen or something?
No, I want usually I can hop on to YouTube, and I can switch between like my account and the Chris and Mike show account, but for some reason right now it was only recognizing my account, and so I had, in order to get into ours, because I want to fix that, and I have to fix that playlist for number 4. I'm like, what the hell? I can't. Why is it doing that?
Oh,
that's my OCD.
That did trigger a memory. You have 2 episode 190s, I believe.
Oh, right on. Good for me.
One of them has no views, so that does you good. You can delete one.
Episode 190. Oh,
the other one has views, obviously.
That's weird. I wonder what happened there.
I don't know. Could have been my fault. I could have told him that he didn't upload it, and he re-uploaded it, and the other one that he already had scheduled uploaded. We've learned along the way as well.
Yeah, so the fun thing, I have to go to page 4 to get the ones that are public. Literally, that's how far I got to go back, man. No, 206. And then, see, the cool thing is it rolls with the inside the segment. Is that what I call them again? Inside the segment, inside the
Correct.
podcast.
Inside the
those,
segment.
Yeah, those roll with the other full length shows because of how they're set up. Oh yeah. There's both of them, 190. Crazy, man.
I just saw that today. I was scrolling through the list, just seeing what the views look like in comparison to how they have been.
Yeah. Crazy.
And with that said, the RSS feed goes to everywhere else. So if you don't use YouTube, I don't know many people that don't use YouTube, but if you don't, it obviously goes to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can get a podcast, we're pretty much at. We've just found out that we're on IMDb. I had no idea.
We have to set that up.
It is.
Totally want to. No. But I went in there the other day when we found that out, and I realized you can go in there and kind of set it up and make.
Oh, customize it for sure.
Yeah. Do editings and things like that. And
so if you're an actor, you can claim an IMDb credit for this show, unbeknownst to us.
Right.
We have 3 of them now.
Which is pretty
Beverly,
legit.
Samwa, and Nico.
Yeah.
Billy, if you're listening, go claim your credit.
Yeah. I just did this stupid thing. I see what it's making me do.
You should text him and tell him to claim his IMDb credit.
I will. He'll love that. Open the passkey. Come on. Use the passkey.
Yeah, use the damn passkey.
Like I don't get what's going on with the World Wide Web right now. It's like it wasn't wanting me to sign into my Gmail for some
That was probably
reason.
part of the Iran deal, is they were allowed to start to cyber attack us.
Right? Well, because in order to get to Canva, I have to go into under my profile, not the show profile, because it's different. Because everything kind of falls into place. Yeah, this is bizarre that I never did a thumbnail for season 4, man. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me.
Life gets busy, man. That's why I was making the point that this is a 2-person operation.
Yeah,
Chris does all the booking and meets the guests and lines all that up, and I do all the editing, and this is literally a farm league system here.
Right? Farm league. Farm
So
Week.
some things get overlooked once in a while. I get it, dude.
Yeah, I do. Even though they shouldn't.
Steele asked us how many hours a week we put into the podcast. I said it's 20 plus, I guarantee you.
Yeah, easy. It's a hobby. Nikki calls it my hobby. I was like, it is a hobby.
Well, it's a partially paid hobby at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Riverside did sponsor the studio.
Yes, they did.
And we will accept any other sponsor that's listening right now that will allow us to do what we do and not ask us to change that.
Right.
Give us a shout out at Chris and Mike Show at gmail.com.
I'm making another thumbnail, or making another oh, what do you call it? Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. So I bought these air tags, right? I'm sorry. And my phone just said, "Oh, connect." It sounds like a smoking sound when I connect. That's interesting.
That was me.
That's awesome. Done.
That was me.
Right on. That was interesting, man. Smoke them if you got them, boys and girls.
That's the nice thing about Apple is everything that you have within a 10-foot radius goes off. Like when my phone, that's what you heard, was my phone going through my Mac and my iPad and my phone.
Interesting.
It's one thing I love about Apple, just like you just experienced. You really don't have to do anything. You just turn it on and it knows to connect.
Right. Everything connects. We're probably boring the hell out of our listeners.
No, this is our real life. So
this is our real life.
You're watching the update of the YouTube channel right here on the show.
If I can find the see, that's the other problem too. My Canva's so deep because I've done it for so long. Use Canva. I did make a thumbnail for it. I just see it.
So I wouldn't blow smoke up your ass. I've used the YouTube channel myself because,
thank you.
Like of all the reasons that you described when we went through that, it's easily laid out. It's nice. The shorts, the videos. You just got to click one little button.
You know, it would be cool because we've been getting emails that I haven't forwarded you because I just, I'm humble. We've been getting people giving us feedback. Like Dan Johnson sent us a message that it was a great show. Love that you guys were there. And, I'm like, oh, that's cool. We should figure out how we could do reviews on the website because people have sent us nice things to the Chris and Mike Show at gmail.com.
Oh, to actually post their email?
Yeah. Or just not even post their email, but just post their when Dan Johnson said you guys were great, it was really a pleasure being on your show. It'd be cool to be like, okay, Dan Johnson says this, it was great being on the Chris and Mike Show,
Yeah.
Something like that.
Dan, if you're listening, you can actually go to the Chris and Mike Show and write a review. I know what Chris is saying.
Yeah. I just think it'd be because then we can see like real estate websites. I can pull.
I think I might be able to make that happen with Podpage.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that would be cool.
I think there's a way to set up a page to do exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I think that'd be. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Because then it's just there,
Yeah, and we do get a lot of that feedback. I mean, him and I are, one thing we have in common is we just do this, and we hope that you like it as well, but we're not people to say, hey, look at what we've done, and we've done. Yeah. The reason that I bring up YouTube is that was exciting for us. It takes something where we just got 6 times the amount of viewers we had in like a 3-week period.
Yeah.
And not only did they subscribe, but they consumed the content, which made me excited, Yeah, if we had 6,000 subscribers and we had the same amount of views, I wouldn't be saying shit.
Right. I wouldn't either.
So it takes something monumental for us to get excited. And to me, that was the next level forward was, wow, 3 weeks in a row, we had over 100,000 views. That hasn't happened.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that has to do with who we had on the show.
Sure. And once again,
yeah,
shout out.
Yeah, Billy and Walking Dad. I think The Walking Dad, because of his followers, and Eric Zink because of his followers that he has. And it's not that we're going after people that have massive followers. We're going after people that appeal to us.
Yeah, we didn't know they had all those followers until we talked to them.
No, because I see them online and I like them, so I chase them. That's the extent of it. It's not like I'm purposely, tracking people down. I just like Beverly Brock. I thought she was cool. I saw her. Somehow she came up on my thread one day, Brock Agency actress, and I'm like, oh, she's cool. She would be a great guest. And boom, she's been a guest on the show, and she's opened the door to a lot of guests, which is fantastic because we help her people, kind of have a better presence online. We'll tell her about the IMB thing because that would help her.
She did.
Also,
she's one of our 3.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So I think after Nico did it, well, he tagged her in that comment.
Oh,
he said, Beverly, that's how I learned that we were on IMDb to begin with, and that's how humble we are. If you go to that thread, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see me say, I was today years old when I realized this was even a thing, that we were on there. And he said, all 200 and some episodes are there.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And somehow these guys can claim an acting credit for being on this show, which blew my mind.
Right?
So since then, Sam Wah has done it, and so has Beverly. So, Billy, if you're listening, get on it.
Get on it. Get on it, Billy. Get on it, Billy. So that thumbnail's too big. That's the problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
It's just too big of a thumbnail. I don't know why.
That's what she said.
It is what she said. I was waiting for that.
You should have just stopped it. It's just too big.
It's just too big, man. It's just too big.
I just don't know. It's just too big.
I just don't know. It's too big, man.
Let me tell you a little story here while you're doing that.
Okay.
So, you see this?
I do. What is it?
Okay. It's a troll.
Okay. What's a troll?
So there's a story behind this troll.
Okay.
I come home one day and there's a note on this troll and it says, looking for a new home.
Okay.
It's in my mailbox. I know who it's from because I've seen this troll before.
Yeah.
It was once sitting next to old Steele there while we were having coffee on a Saturday or Sunday morning. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You got a troll. And he says, yeah, I picked that up at the casino.
Oh.
So I get there the next weekend after he puts it in the mailbox. And I'm like, oh, did Mom not like the troll? And my mom spoke up before anybody could speak up and said, no, I thought he was pretty cute. And my dad said, I think he was bringing me some bad juju, man. So he had to go. And I was like, what, man? You're dropping your bad juju in my mailbox? I was just kidding because I don't. Well, yeah. I try not to believe in that kind of stuff. Right. And I have another troll sitting here that my friend Kathy gave me.
Okay.
He's staring at me every day, too. He's the one that we used to put on our pencils that you could like.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
Yeah, I got one sitting right there.
Okay.
And then she also gave me this to keep me humble, and this will make you laugh.
Okay. What is it?
It's a middle finger. So that's also always pointed at me while I'm in the studio.
That's awesome. That's funny.
No matter how cool you think you are, fuck you.
Yeah. Right?
Which is pretty much my motto.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was just funny. I opened my mailbox. There was no mail. There's just this little troll saying, looking for a new home.
YouTube thumbnail. Paste. Let's see if this worked. Paste. Stupid thing. Whoa. I don't think that's right, but it seems too big.
Okay, so you've heard all the hubbub about all these communities not wanting these data centers, right? Because
yes, I have. Oh, yeah. Data centers are crazy, man, right?
I saved this yesterday. Check this out.
Okay, cool.
Every time you type, and this is specific to you because you use it all the time, and now I am too because of you. Every
Right.
time you
I
type
know.
a prompt into
I know.
Chat GPT, a
Uh-huh.
data center somewhere evaporates fresh water just to stop the servers from overheating.
Yep.
Not metaphorically, ladies and gentlemen,
Nope.
physically.
It's real.
Real
It's real.
water gone.
Yep.
A conversation of 20 to 50 questions consumes roughly 500 milliliters of fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft's water consumption spiked by 34% in a single year as AI expanded.
Mm-hmm.
These are not abstract numbers. They are liters
Nope.
pulled from rivers, aquifers, and reservoirs.
Yep.
By 2028, AI data centers are projected to consume over 1 trillion liters of fresh water annually.
Yep.
It says you think you're using a free tool, you're paying with the planet's most critical resource. I had no idea, man.
I know. I knew that.
So somehow, as I started to research this since then, the Chinese are building their data centers in the
underwater.
ocean. Yes.
But the question with that is, what kind of environmental impact is that going to have on our oceans? Because the heat that comes from that, right?
Correct. Yeah.
That's my only thing with that, because I think Nikki showed me that. It came up and I'm like, oh yeah, it's interesting. What's that going to do? What kind of impact is that going to have on our environment, which we won't know. It's kind of like you don't know what Ozempic is going to have effect on people till 15 years from now when people are just getting sick and all that kind of jazz because they used it, right?
Like for a weight loss medicine, you mean?
Yeah.
Recreationally instead of what it was intended for.
Right. Yeah. So now I'm back on the analytics. So we have 6,396 subscribers. It went up 4,218 in 28 days.
See?
We went up 282,600 views in the last 28 days. Our watch hours have gone up to 1,300 hours. I don't know what they were before. But yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. And it comes back to, I think the content's different 3 to 4 times a day, depending on the day it drops. And then we have, we have really good guests on, which people like, and I think that holds weight too. I think having people that are solid and.
Oh, for sure, man. You've said it before, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. One of the things that I had hoped that would come out of this show is that I would learn things, right? Because I'm a curious person by nature, and we've said several times the amount of stuff that you and I have remembered from each other, learned from each other again, and then the amount of stuff we've learned that we never would have had we not met. I'm only thinking recent guests because that's all I can remember, like a Dan Johnson or a Walking Dead or...
Right.
A Beverly, or, these people have all, who would have thought Beverly started her career at 17 years old as a band manager because she knew better than the band.
Right.
Those are just crazy. I love those stories, man.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I don't get it. I don't understand why you do it. And I understand that. You have to like deep conversations and you have to like learning about people. There's a difference in talking about people, which is what most people do on a daily basis. We talk about other people, right? That drives me insane. That's small talk. I don't care what somebody else is doing because I can't control what they do.
Right.
I don't care.
Mm-mm.
I care about why we're here and, where we're going as humanity. And some days seem better than others.
Absolutely.
I try and be hopeful, man, because if there's no hope left, if somebody's not out there hoping, then I truly believe there's no hope. There's a certain part of how you think is what you manifest. I do believe that. You got to do the work, which is why The Secret doesn't work. You can't just sit there and wait for whatever you want to happen. You actually have to do the work, too. That's what most people miss.
Right. Agreed.
Like, I tried. I thought I was going to be Oprah Winfrey, but it never happened. Like, did you go try and start a talk show? Well, no, but the book said if I just really think about it real hard, it'll happen. Those were my favorite people. That went on for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Which is funny. Oh, my gosh. It's why Google is 2-step verification everything. They didn't used to do this, you know?
Well, I'm sure so many accounts got hijacked.
Oh, from the Iran thing?
No, I'm being serious. I
I
think
know.
so many people attained all these viewers, and then somebody would hack their account, and then it was you got to go through all these proceedings to get your account back. That's a pain in the ass for both sides.
It is, for sure.
So I think that's their way of eliminating a lot of that. I'm really Chris Dunham, I swear.
Well, yeah, what the frustrating thing is, I usually just can just swap between the 3 YouTube channels, like the Chris and Mike show, my own one, and then my office one. And for some reason, it's just, it's not playing fair with me right now. I don't like it. So it's like, stop doing that, man.
I feel your pain. Instagram does that to me every now and then.
It's bizarre.
My favorite one, so shout out to you Meta people who gave us the Meta Business Suite.
Right.
It's been a lot better lately, but my favorite one is when it will post to either Instagram and not Facebook, or Facebook and not Instagram. And for those of you who don't care about analytics, you don't give a shit. You're like, who cares, Mike?
Right.
I wouldn't, but it's nice when they're tied together because you can see what's happening from both places.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Did you make it work?
No, it's just, I'm giving up now. I don't want to consume my thoughts and time while, like, see, it's weird. It's like I didn't sign out of the Chris and Mike YouTube, but it's telling me I have to sign back in, but I didn't do that. It's
Sons of
weird.
Bitches.
Right. And then I
got
gotta, right. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so let me pull you all the way back to how you started this conversation. And this is how this podcast goes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's been this way since the beginning. So that's one thing that is near and dear to our heart. He asked me about the Widow's Bay show. Talk to me about what you thought of it.
I really liked it. I think it sucked you in because you didn't know where it was going. It was you didn't understand the dynamic of it. I'm not going to give stuff away because I'm not going to do that.
Did it remind you of a Stephen King kind of thing?
It totally did. Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Okay. That's where I was going with it.
Right. That's kind of what we kind of thought of at the beginning, was it's a total Stephen King thing.
Which I don't believe it is, but it's very Stephen King-esque.
It is, absolutely. And Michael Rise is a great actor. I'd never heard of Michael Rise till that show.
Me neither. I looked him up. He's fantastic in that show.
Yeah, he really is.
I'm a nervous Nelly with him.
Right. But yeah, it's just a great actor for sure.
You know who else? Oh no, that's a different show. Sorry, I was about to conflate 2 shows together. Keep going.
No, you're good. I was just saying, to me, he's a really good actor, and I dig the show, and then that led us to the Beast Within, which is him and Claire Danes. That's a really good show. So you really have to.
Oh, if she's in it, I'll watch that for sure too, because Homeland is one of my favorite shows.
Well, I found her on My So-Called Life back in the day. Oh,
that's right. She was on that too.
Yeah. So she in this show, she's very stripped down. She's not the cute little, chick that she's known for. I don't know why. But definitely a good show. Definitely a good show. By all means, take a look. Check it out.
And one of our recent guests, if you haven't checked out The Trouble with Billy, go check that out, because that first episode is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, whoever told him he couldn't be funny should be not in the movie business.
Well, but I think that's a lot of they want to keep they want to keep their actors in a box,
Agreed.
It's a typecasting thing, You're going to be typecasted, and because you're typecasted, that's just where you got to hang your hat. That's just where you got to stay, because you're typecast, and they don't want you to do other things,
Well,
like
and I think a lot of
go
people end up with a bad agent or manager too, who won't let them out of that. He kind of alluded to that too, where they want to keep you where they're making money, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm sure it was a struggle for comedic actors like Robin Williams to branch off and do drama. One of his best things, I think, was Insomnia, the
Agreed.
the Alaskan show.
Dude.
And 1 Hour Photo was great.
Yes.
You know, and then those were such a huge departure from who he was from a comedian standpoint, but it shows the depth of him, you know. Will Ferrell's done some stuff that's dramatic. Oh, there was one he did that he played a drunk. He sold off all his furniture on his front lawn.
Oh, I remember that.
It was actually
now,
filmed in
too.
Arizona. The house was in Arizona. But yeah, so I think comedians have a better range as an actor than just strictly dramatic actors, because you have to go. Timing is such a huge thing.
Everything
comedy,
must go.
Right. Everything must go.
I just looked.
So yeah. But I think dramatic actors, I think they're really funny. Because you have to improv, right? You're not stuck in a box when you start out as an actor.
Well,
You're doing all the things.
it reminded me of a comment, and this is it's weird, but to me, it's an 180-degree example. So there was one night where we got done playing, and the guy's constructive criticism said, you know, you're really good at playing fast, but you can't play slow, you know? And I looked at him and said, how do you think I learned to play fast, right? You got to play it slow first to get the timing and the stamina and the dexterity to be able to play it up to speed. It's like, of course I can play slow. The song demanded this lead went in that spot. So to your point, I'm going to bring this all the way back around to acting. If you're going to be a dramatic actor, you would have to cover all the genres of drama, right? That includes, like you said, tragic comedy, actual comedy, black comedy, dramedy. Yeah.
Well, everything. Horror, sci-fi. Like, you have to, because you don't, when you're pursuing an acting career, you don't know what's going to make or break you. You know, like Samuel L. Jackson was nothing until Pulp Fiction. If you look at his
Which
career
is crazy,
prior to
but
Pulp
that
Fiction,
is a true statement.
But if you look at his career prior to Pulp Fiction, I mean, cool little roles here and there. Like True Romance, he played a guy in the drug deal scene where Gary Oldman's character kills him with the shotgun. I mean, that was his whole role in that movie.
Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson is anything compared to the guy who is on everybody's television every day of the week now in some form or another. Rerun or commercial.
Absolutely. That's Quentin Tarantino. That's like how Youngblood is Youngblood on a world stage now because of Sharon Osbourne.
Sure. You need that person to show you how to do it. Right?
Yep.
I think you just said it. That's a testament to Quentin Tarantino's directing, in that he pulled these characters out of these people who never would have acted like that otherwise.
Right. There's a really, really good short with Gary Oldman talking about Drexel in True Romance.
Okay.
And a lot of it was Gary Oldman's idea. And Tarantino was just kind of filling him with different things he was going to do. But that whole thing was, that's why Oldman liked that role, that character, because it was such a departure from who Gary Oldman is.
It was too, man.
You know, and it's like Gary Oldman in The Professional, right? Remember that movie?
Of course.
Right. Natalie Portman was young, like pre-Star Wars, everything. There's that scene where he yells at everybody to go, bring me everyone. And the cop's like, everyone. He's like, everyone. We've talked about this before. And he didn't tell him he was going to go with that volume of it. So the reaction was genuine with all the characters and probably all the stage crew and everybody around him that was shooting the scene. They all got, holy shit, because they weren't expecting that. But that shows you the level of an actor of like, I'm going to do it this way the whole time. And then when it's rolling, I'm going to do it completely opposite because I'm going to get a genuine reaction, just fuck with everybody.
And nailed it.
Yeah.
Just nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because really, the cool thing about Tarantino's movies is there's so many character actors in them, and they all can stand on their own.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like Gandolfini was in True Romance. Perfect, nailed it. Brad Pitt was in Romance as a stoner smoking weed out of the honey bear.
But here's the crazy thing about all that.
Yeah,
so with that statement you just made, they could all stand on their own, which nobody can argue because they've all been leading ladies or men.
Right.
But somehow when you put them all in the same movie, none of them stand out. They're
It just flows.
None of them are superstars.
Right.
John
Right, but it
Travolta
just-
was
yeah.
no more important in Pulp Fiction than Samuel L. Jackson,
Nope.
than Gary
Nope.
Oldman, than anybody
Nope.
that was in that
Yep.
movie, right?
Yep. True. And it just flowed, man.
That's the sign of a great director, too, in my
Well,
opinion.
yeah, absolutely.
Producer,
and Gary,
whatever.
Gary Oldman wasn't in Pulp Fiction. That was True Romance.
yeah.
But Samuel L. Jackson, Ving Rhames, Bruce Willis, John Travolta, James Gandolfini, Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette. Was it Patricia Arquette? Yeah, with the tooth. Yeah.
Yep.
What's his face? That Matthew. Brad Pitt. I said that. Brad Pitt's roommate in there. He got way political. Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
Michael
Rappaport.
Michael
He's a great
Rappaport.
actor, too.
Right. Bronson Pinchot. Like, I saw this thing about him. So Perfect Strangers was the TV show he was on, but then they did the thing with Eddie Murphy and Beverly Hills Cop, and his whole character, Bronson Pinchot, made that up. Like, they didn't think that shit was gonna work. That was his breakthrough role, because the day after the movie dropped, he had the story. He was walking home from Ralph's, and people running up to him, doing his accent, and doing the banana and the banana in the tailpipe type shit. Like, whatever the scene was that he just captured that.
Yep.
That's when he knew. He's like, that's when I knew something happened, because he didn't go to the premiere or nothing, because he was just like this little pissant role. He's like, nobody's going to care. It's going to be this little tiny little thing. I don't, but that's what turned him into a superstar. Just that weird little thing in Beverly Hills Cop. And that's what Samuel L. Jackson launched because of Pulp Fiction, because of his character in Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah. That character was larger than life, for sure, man.
Yeah. What's your wallet? It's a bad motherfucker. How am I going to know it's your wallet? Because it's this bad motherfucker on it. Bad motherfucker. Oh, in Dexter Resurrection, Uma Thurman's in it.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I'll have to give it.
Which is a trip, because I wasn't expecting
give it a
that.
second look.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
I think I watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and I don't know. I probably got sidetracked, because normally I like all those shows. I watched everything except that one.
Yeah, they're all on Paramount. Every one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Dutton Ranch has been pretty good.
We started watching that. That was better than what I heard about it. Marshall's, I watched 10 minutes of it, like, this is fucking stupid. But Dutton Ranch, I agree with you. Dutton Ranch it was better than what
I knew it was gonna be, because those two are great actors.
Yeah, and ironically enough,
there's nothing wrong with the Marshall's guy, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
To me, he wasn't gonna cut it, and everything I heard.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you like that kind of cookie cutter show, then you probably like it. But
yeah,
my mom and dad didn't, you didn't, so I never watched it.
Well, and Dutton Ranch, the difference, if you watch the opening credits, Taylor Sheridan has nothing to do with that aside from producing it. He's not writing it. He's not directing it. It's based on his characters, and that's it. And he threw money at it, which I think, because I originally thought it was all money grabs. Dutton Ranch, Marshall's money grab.
No, he actually funded it.
Right. He just produced it. He's one of the producers, not the main, but one of them.
And he didn't write it. I've noticed that
right,
too.
Because Hauser and the chick are also producers on it.
Yep.
And
they're doing a great job, as I thought they would do.
Yeah. For those of us you don't realize, boys and girls, a producer is money.
Oh yeah.
Executive producer puts all the money in. Then you have all these little producers. Like, if you look at the shows like Friends, towards the last 5 or 6, 3 to 5 seasons of that, all the Friends cast members were producers, because they had a hand in the cost of the show, because they were making $1 million an episode.
That's another paycheck. Yes.
Right. So that's the whole concept behind that. So when you see the actor as a producer, that just means he's got some money. He's got some skin in the game aside from the craft of acting,
which is awesome.
So, yeah, you might as well.
I think that show's good, man. It's engaged me so far.
Yeah. Where are you at? Did you watch it all? Yeah, we are
caught
too.
Up.
Yeah. Where Rip had to go get a job. That's where we left it off at. Yeah.
I'm kind of pissed off that
I know.
I start watching these things, and you got to wait a week to watch them again. It's like, man, now I'm caught in that trap like we were in 1985.
Yep. And I'm not a big fan of Annette Bening's character in it, man. I just don't buy her as a bad guy, as a bad,
So far, it's a little shaky. Yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't. She doesn't have that presence. She doesn't have. She's Annette Bening. I remember her from American. What fuck? Kevin Spacey.
Oh, American Beauty.
Right. That's to me is Annette Bening, and she's married to Warren Beatty. So I don't see her as this. It just was the wrong person putting that. Sharon Stone, I think, would have been a better.
Well, you need somebody, and here's why you're so right. Because you need somebody that is not equal, because I don't think you can find anybody that's equally as badass as Beth is.
Right.
But you need somebody that's going to somehow intimidate Beth, and that Annette Bening character is just not happening yet, unless they have something really.
But see, I don't foresee it happening.
I'm with you.
It's Annette Bening doesn't have that kind of.
It's a tough sell.
She doesn't have that kind of mojo. You got to have.
And I hate to say this, but maybe she gets killed, is what I'm saying.
Maybe that'd be hopeful. Hopeful. Well, because the other caveat that too is the Rip character. Like you can't imagine Rip not just walking all over Annette Bening's character,
right?
And so it just doesn't work. That's why Yellowstone worked, because Kevin Costner commanded such a presence and had such a role and just was a figurehead of that show, and then all the little people beneath him are who they are because of that dynamic. So I don't think Annette Bening was the right choice, but that's just me. I think it should have been somebody that already had somebody in the realms of acting that had kind of like the bad boy role, even though it was a female, just a badass motherfucker type thing. That's what it needed. So that's why I thought Sharon Stone, because Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct, badass,
Oh, she'd be perfect.
Right. And she's done Westerny stuff before. And when I saw it, I'm like, really? Annette Bening? Come on. But what are you going to do? She was bored, I guess they gave her a job,
We'll throw you a bone.
Something, yeah. What else are you going to do? What are you doing, Annette? At least they didn't cast, Roseanne Barr or something fucking stupid, But, and so we started watching Cape Fear last night.
I got that in my list. I haven't watched it
yet.
yet.
So here's the thing, like the movie with Nolte and De Niro. You remember that one, the 91?
Oh, yeah, I've seen it 20 times.
So this is kind of like, it's Dragon. And the attorney is a woman. So Nolte's character is now as a female. Nikki's like, oh, they had to womanize it, or whatever she said.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
But it doesn't work to me, but we'll see. We're only one episode in, but I'm not backflipping over it. And I tried to find where I could watch the original Cape Fear to show Nikki, the 91 version. And everywhere it said it was streaming, it's not streaming. I call bullshit. It said it was streaming on Peacock and Netflix and Tubi. It's not on Netflix or Peacock.
Yeah, some of that shit's outdated. It irritates me too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another show that's better is The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix.
We've watched it. Yeah, we've watched that.
That's better than the movie, in my opinion, because it's closer to the original story.
Yeah.
And I love that movie before people give us hate. Matthew McConaughey did a great job. I love that movie. But the actual series, in my opinion, is better.
Yeah. The unrealistic thing about the series is he should be living in a gated community or a high-rise condo so nobody can fuck with him at will. I get the view of the house, you know what I mean? But he's been targeted enough now that he really should be behind a gated community and or a high-rise community that nobody's getting in. There's a doorman. Well, that's just real life, man. If I'm getting stalked more than once, I'm out of Dodge and finding something that it's you gotta work to get to me. You're just not walking up our front door.
I'd be buying acreage, like
What's good
luck finding me.
Right. Put a big old moat around it, 12-foot fence, barbed wire. There's just not enough security around him for the role of what he does. Like I've sold houses to people that are in that kind of position. They make sure you can't find them tax records. They live, an hour away from where they work, just for the sheer purpose of that. You're putting bad guys away. You don't want, or you're letting bad guys go free. You're defending the bad guys. You don't want people to readily know, who you are and where you live and all that kind of jazz. Cause that's not going to sit well with everybody.
No, there's crazy people out there. That's how they got in that position to begin with.
Right. So, all right. We're having the kids over. grandkids over because we're leaving. We got to do the Father's Day and Trip's birthday's Tuesday.
Yeah, Chris is going to be a world traveler
I'm going to be a world traveler. So if I don't come back, it's because the Bermuda Triangle.
How old is he?
No, it's going to be 3.
Okay.
So if I don't come back, the Bermuda Triangle is real.
Please come back.
And I was just saying, it's real.
On a positive note, you know what? I'll tell you when you come back.
Okay.
No, I'm not superstitious. I actually just read, when is the last time you heard about something disappearing in the Bermuda Triangles?
You know what? I've thought about that too. And the reason why you don't hear about it anymore is because it's everywhere, right? Like the internet, everything's everywhere now. And cameras are everywhere and cell phones are everywhere. It's like once the world became this small.
Are you saying that they can't bullshit people anymore?
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
But how do you explain those things where those people, there's no explanation for it? Like
government. Different governments around the world.
There's one story I can think of right off the top of my head that's been portrayed in every History Channel documentary ever, where the guy was actually a respected pilot, right?
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was a military pilot.
Okay.
And that dude had no other explanation other than he had a 4 or 5 hour missing time experience.
Yeah. Somebody put dopamine and drugged him up or something in flight, put an autopilot, and just, somebody got to him. I'm telling you, governments, you know that. Governments across the world, okay, not just ours, across the world, do stuff that nobody knows they do.
Okay, here's a good example of what Chris just said. I just read this recently too.
Okay.
It's not urban myth. It's common knowledge that the CIA bought 44% of all the psilocybin that was available, like right after they invented LSD, right?
Right.
That's not true. They bought all of it.
Right.
Every bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they took it up to Canada, and they started their MK Ultra up there, and then they took it to San Francisco. And then, what you said is completely true. There's enough conspiracies out there that are true that, the ones that are made up just crack me up.
Well, think about the war on drugs. The war on drugs wouldn't be a war on drugs had the president not announced this is a war on drugs. Right.
That was a false bullshit too.
Bush Sr. told the world how to make meth.
Well, there's a guy named Rick Ross who went to prison for selling cocaine at a level that was unprecedented. He was making like $6.5 million a month.
Yeah.
And he came through the Freedom of Information Act after he got out of prison and said, in an indirect way through these contacts, he was basically selling cocaine for Ronald Reagan, for the CIA to fund the Contras and the Nicaraguan, the conflict we all know about.
Yeah.
Nicaragua's and the Iran-Contra affair.
Right. Claiming war on drugs means you have to come up with money to support the fight of war on drugs.
So they did it through black budget money.
Right. If there's no war on terror, then you can't create a budget to fight war on terror. If there's no, follow me, you just can't. So you have to have this to get that. And the governments do all kinds of things all over the world that we don't know. The aliens, right? I think it's rest assured now everybody believes or has some type of understanding that aliens do exist, and that we in America have had evidence of that since, the 20s and 30s. But it wasn't until we got so saturated with the internet and you could go on and look up everything. You can look up everything, right? Like everything. You want to look up ISIS beheading somebody, type in ISIS beheading somebody. You want to look up Britney Spears having sex, you look up Britney Spears having sex. I mean, there's nothing in between anymore. There's nothing you can't reach outside of a keyboard. And if you know how to get to the dark web, there's really nothing you can ever not reach by just having access to a keyboard. So I think it's completely desensitized the entire world, at least those that have access to this stuff, because I know like some China and Russia may not have access to things that we have access to. But when you have access to all of that now at your fingertips, it desensitizes you. So then are aliens really bad? Well, they're not going to fuck with me. I'm not gonna mess with you. Now, the people in the history that, like the people up in northern Arizona, the White Mountains, that were abducted by aliens, I totally believe that happened, and I'm sure that happened more
I
than
used to.
yeah.
Less and less.
Okay.
And here's
Yeah.
why. So
Okay.
now I've kind of lumped aliens in with God, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I leave it like the potential's there. I'm not going to deny anybody the right to believe in whatever they believe in, but
Gotcha.
I think with my after I went through my change, and I
Yeah.
just became a different person, right? I started looking at things analytically. It's like I firmly believe in everything that I can see right in front of me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also have been to the other side, so I know that there's more than just this, right? There's something out there because I've seen it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The potential's there. I've never seen an alien. I've never seen a UFO. I know people who think that they have, and I can't deny them that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never personally seen a ghost, but you've been.
I felt a ghost.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I felt something.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody challenged me one time to say, "Are you sure that wasn't you?"
Yeah. See, mine because see, in our case, it's too many people in our house feel it. So,
yeah,
like we thought it was gone with the tree. It's back. It was chilling out for a while. We have little nuances still to go on. Nikki got, I think a week or two ago, in bed, and she came out. She's like, "I thought you were in bed." I'm like, "No, I've been in here the whole time." So, it's one of those things.
Well, see, there's another example. I just know too many people that have had experiences for me. I don't really say that nothing exists anymore.
Right.
I think that's just as stupid as believing in something that you've never seen or experienced.
Yeah, agreed.
You can't just make blanket statements because everybody's living a different reality.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Matrix, man. Yeah, so if you're feeling sad, suicidal, depressed, don't do it. Go journal, go run, go work out, go talk to somebody. If you cannot find somebody to talk to, sunflowersilver.com is a great resource for you. Zobi Space AI is a great resource for you. It's a AI-based chat therapist that can help talk you through whatever you're going through, which is great. It's instantaneous. You don't got to wait to get an appointment with a therapist, which usually is the biggest struggle when people are in that state of mind because they can't just talk to somebody. So check that app out. $6 a month on Apple and Google Play. Probably well worth it. Tomorrow's always a better day with you waking up in it, because imagine if I didn't wake up tomorrow, Mike would be just bummed out, and vice versa. So don't leave a hole in somebody else's heart because you choose to just vanish off the face of the earth before it was your time.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. We love you. We love that you're here. You're on this journey with us.
We would only have 6,299 subscribers.
Right. So
that would piss us off.
Keep coming back. Keep sharing your notes with us, because we love to see that stuff. And
I will tell you from a personal standpoint, and I should say this more often.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to live less at one point in their life than me, and no one is more happy to wake up now than me.
Well,
so no matter how bad I seem like I'm having a bad day, it's a good day. Trust me.
There you go. It's a great day to be alive, man.
Amen, brother.
The struggles come with being alive, and that's how it is. So for the Chris and Mike show, I'll be gone for the next 3 episodes. Mike's got my back, so be nice to him.
We'll struggle through it.
Yeah. And we'll see you on the flip side. Love you, brother.
All right. Have a great vacation, man. Love you too.
Thank you. Peace.
You're doing it.